Now let's go live to Simon McGregor-Wood, who's in London for us now. Simon, it seems like Theresa May is getting one setback after another at the moment. What are May's chances of survival following her meeting later this afternoon with the Tory MPs? But also, how will this affect the Brexit negotiations, given that it's such a weakened government now?
Well, I think the initial sort of hemorrhaging of this disastrous election result has been staunched somewhat. I think her survival is pretty much ensured now, but for all the wrong reasons, Sally. No one suggests that she's done well. No one suggests that she is now the strong leader that she was pitching herself as. I think she's going to remain in charge of the Conservative Party for the time being, note, for the time being, because no one has the stomach for another election campaign. People are too concerned about keeping their jobs in government. They just want to carry on for the time being. But make no mistake, she is absolutely weakened. People are openly talking about the fact within their own party that they doubt that she'll be the leader of the Conservative Party by the time the next election comes around in 2022. One former chancellor, now an editor of a newspaper, called her a dead woman walking. Well, it's no great endorsement, and you're right. She has a potentially very awkward meeting later on Monday with something called the 1922 committee. It's all the Conservative members of Parliament on the backbenches, people who aren't necessarily cabinet ministers, and some of them are absolutely furious about how badly the campaign was run. The word is that they're not going to be banging the drum for her resignation. We're kind of through that crisis, as I say, but it will be an awkward meeting for her. She'll have to be contrite. And the big thing is everyone wants her to take more advice. She's been forced to get rid of her two close advisors who've been blamed for the campaign catastrophe. And people are saying she's got to listen to more people and she's got to consult more widely if she's going to survive. It'll be a difficult meeting for her.
And Simon, just quickly, there's concern in Northern Ireland as well about the joining of hands of May and the DUP. The Good Friday Agreement is at a vulnerable point here, and the government has been the mediator between the DUP and the Sinn Féin. But many are asking, how can the government be the mediator when the DUP is going to be part of the government?
OK, well, the DUP, as you know, is a Protestant unionist party that wants to remain part of the UK. It's on that side of the Northern Irish political spectrum. And the problem with Northern Irish politics is it's delicate, it's fraught with difficulty, and at the moment the local parliament there isn't sitting because people can't agree on how to do business with each other. If you then have the British government forming a close political deal with that party, the Unionist Party, the other side, the Republicans, the Sinn Féin members of Parliament, are going to get very upset. And there's this concern that the very delicate balance of the Northern Ireland peace process might be disturbed by the government getting too close with one side. In this case, the Democratic Unionist Party, that part of the political community in Northern Ireland that favours closer ties with the UK. And the Irish Prime Minister went as far as to call Theresa May from Dublin to express his concern about that. So it is a very delicate issue. It's not resolved yet. There's no deal, as you said in the intro, but we expect in the next day or two some kind of arrangement to be announced to deliver Theresa May the technical majority, and it will be with the Democratic Unionist Party of Northern Ireland. But it's not an easy relationship and it's fraught with difficulty. We'll
have to see what kind of arrangement that is. Simon, thanks very much once again. Simon McGregor-Wood in London for us there.